Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
Hi, this is Eady from Run Last Click.
And this is Netrunner with TeamworkCast. This is Hiveworld on the 30th of August. And this is the second round. I'm playing against Rona. Rona is on the left, he's playing White Tree. And I am on the right, I'm playing Kate. And I'm glad to have a guest on board here with me today. Hi Eady.
Hello, Krystian.
It's so nice for you guys joining me here. Right, so do you have experience with White Tree?
White Tree, I do. I've played it a bit, but I haven't played it recently, not since Caprice came out, weirdly.
It has become so incredibly strong, and it has become the bane of my existence. I have some really painful games against White Tree on this show.
Yep. Is Enhanced Login Protocols out at this point?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
gosh. But Rona is, I think, not using it. Rona is a fairly new player in our meta, and I played against Rona once, but he came into a tournament with core set decks. The actual core set decks.
Wow.
So this is the second time he's around. Now he has much improved decks, but quite unmeta, meta agnostic decks.
That's gonna be good to see. Unorthodox stuff is always fun.
Yeah, it will be fun. So this is going to be, we have a medical research fundraiser. And then he installs a card in front of his HQ.
What's he going to do with his final click?
Yeah, because against Shaper you gotta protect R&D, right?
Yeah, 100% you're going to hit it if it's not protected. And there's always the threat of data suckers as well, and getting a big pile of counters early is scary.
Ooh, he's getting a credit.
Ooh, wow.
He's getting a credit. Wow, he gave me a lot of money and then he leaves R&D unprotected. Ooh, let's see about this. I'm of course eager to play an indexing.
Ooh, click 1, turn 1 indexing.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
That's something you gotta expect. And Rona gives me the 5 cards with shaking hands.
Ooh.
Is there going to be agenda in there? Of course, indexing, I'm able to see 5 cards on top of R&D, and then I can rearrange them in any order and put them back. So I can put all the agendas on top and just snatch them out right now.
Oh, I love indexing. You can do such fun things with it. Stacking expensive ice on top and money cards underneath.
Yeah, it's just so powerful. Even if you don't see any agendas, it's powerful. And then I dirty laundry the R&D. And oh, surprise!
Oh,
it's an agenda.
Nisei, lovely.
Nisei is also pretty good here, because usually Nisei is the thing that really kills me in White Tree. I mean Nisei and lots of other things at the same time. And then run again, and that's a mental health clinic, in which I trash.
Yeah, get it out before you have to go and fetch it from the other side.
And then I sure gamble. Yes, it used to be White Tree was quite vulnerable to trashing all the assets. If you could get rid of the pet campaigns and the sundews, White Tree used to be, like a turtle that turned on his back.
Yeah.
But not anymore. Now with giraffes, as a celebrity gift, and with stuff like medical research fundraiser, they can do without the assets.
Or at least to get up and running when once you've got the ice to cover centrals properly, and then just stick a bit of ice in front of a sundew and watch the money roll in.
Indeed. So let's see how Rona reacts to this. All right, he gets more money. Well, he has quite a lot of money already. So yes, 3 for me, 5 for him. This is going to be a little bit of a slow game.
Oh, is that a bit of a... Oh, I see, yeah, with the decision making.
Yeah, he has to think about this, because again, Rona is not a very experienced player, but certainly a very fun opponent to play against. I had always a lot of time against Rona. All right, yet another one.
More money, why not?
This is going to be a high-stakes game. Everybody has all the money in the world.
You can almost see what happened there. You look at your opening hand and go, that's got a ton of economy in it. The ice will come, and then it clearly just hasn't.
And you kind of don't want to like throw away the economy and overdraw and throw away the economy. You kind of want to keep the economy, right?
Also, if he overdraws, you've seen 5 cards off the top, so and 2 of those have gone.
True.
Yeah. So, saying that,
Maker's Eye, interesting. So I already saw 5 cards there, and I trashed 2. He drew 1. So now I guess I'm gonna see 1 more. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
All of the 3 are ice. Oh.
That's where the ice is.
So there's ice coming down the pipe.
Yeah, you might have to install some cards.
Yeah, that would be horrible. Like a breaker and everything.
And hardware, it just gets in the way.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, White Tree always forced me to do those crazy things. Alright, and then he plugs the hole here. Considering that he had left his R&D undefended for such a long time, and I had like all those cards in my hand, that didn't go so badly for him. I mean, just 1 agenda got stolen is not that bad.
That's not terrible at all, no.
Ooh, and there's an upgrade on the R&D now.
So are we assuming that's Caprice, or is that's a dangerous assumption to make, I suppose?
Yeah, like these days it could be anything, but at this point I think Caprice was a good, fair choice. I mean, it could be something crazy like a Heinlein grid, but...
Krystian? She doesn't have a lot of synergy with RP, I suppose.
I'm not sure if Krystian came out at this point.
Ah.
We see an ice analyzer, something that Rona has to read up, because you don't see it every day.
No, is that where you get credits when ice is rezzed? Is that?
Yeah, they get credits whenever an ice is rezzed. There you put a credit on it, and then you can use the credits on this, not recurring credits, just regular credits, to install programs.
Oh, nice.
It is a bit underlooked card, I think. You can use it quite well, because once you get multiple of those, because they're not unique and they cost 0 to install, you get a pretty crazy economy to install stuff.
Yeah, and I suppose if you're SMCing out parasites and stuff, it means you're essentially not paying, even with the Kate discount, you pay so little. Yeah, it's going to be really strong.
Well, like with Kate, you never pay for programs again. It's like all your economy goes into breaking stuff. And of course I have a daily cast there.
Oh, what a card. I love daily casts.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
It's a bit slow, but it just means that you don't have to worry about money for a couple of turns. It just trickles in.
Like the trickle really helps. I mean, it's like you get some in here, and you know, even if you're down onto 0 credits, you know that next round you will get 2 more credits to just the bare minimum to get you running. It's kind of like a wage that you get there.
Yeah. So I presume. Sorry, I presume you're not running prepaid voice pads then.
I'm not. This is a Kate variant without prepaid voice, but it's actually I made a mistake, I think, in another recording. It's actually a deck list I got from Carl, which I play frequently on those shows. And Carl is playing this weird Kate with Ice Analyzer. I like Ice Analyzer. Again, one of those cards that is not. That kind of fell out of favor in the meta.
Yeah.
Or never was in the meta in favor in the first place. So I get out a Deus Ex and a self-modifying code there. I'm expecting Koma Inus or Tsurugis there, so getting a self-modifying code is, I think, is a fair bet that there's going to be something nasty.
An insurance policy and then something to build for you, depending on what you see.
Yeah. Or also a great thing to break War of Thorns.
Oh, yes.
Right, so it's Rona's turn. He has to think about this.
He's looking in quite a strong position at the moment, to be honest. Big pile of money, 4 ice out.
I stopped everything, even like an external server here. Remote server is the proper term. I always say external server for some reason. There's a discussion about what's going on here exactly, but you know, the correct order of things. I'm explaining him when is the best time to res a mental health clinic.
Ah, right.
Oh, and when is the right time to res an Sandu, because it's Sandu. Recently I played White Tree to test some decks, and Sandu is can be so confusing, because it works exactly the other opposite way than that mental health clinic works. You get the credits at the beginning of the runner's turn.
Yeah, it's such a strange. Well, and it's weird. You normally put it down just face up with 2 credits on it, and take them back almost immediately.
Yeah. So Rona installs a card in the server and advances it once, and then he installs another card, just unprotected.
Yep.
So I run on his R&D.
See what he raises.
Thinks he's thinking about this. Ooh. Oh, as I said, Wall of Thorns. Using Deus Ex to break the Wall of Thorns.
And he raises the Caprice as well.
Oh no, there's the Caprice behind it. Ugh. So we're doing a mind game.
Yep.
This is going to be fun. We both have a lot of money. Oh, and like Ice Analyzer has one problem. It's so easy to forget that credit. It's incredible.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We're checking if Rona used the Caprice Nisa correctly, because you have to res at the same time that you res the last ice on the server.
Yeah.
But he did correctly, so that's fine. And trying to. Oh no! I lose. So now the Deus Ex was trash for naught. I guess I had a chance to see Caprice here. And that's an ice you don't see every day.
What's that?
It's Snowflake.
Oh, Snowflake.
Yeah.
So this is more Psy game.
Yes, more Psy game. It's a barrier, strength 3, I think.
Yep.
And the subroutine is you do a mind Psy game, and if you lose the Psy game, it's end the run. So now we have to do another Psy game, I guess. Or I could SMC something out.
Yeah, you've got a cake discount, you've got a credit on Ice Analyzer, 2 credits on Ice Analyzer you should have, I think.
Oh yeah, I should. Yeah, I should.
You're right, it is easy to forget.
I'm doing the Psy game. I think I have something else in mind with my monies. Oh, I think I don't have a... the problem is I don't have a Corroda in here. I only have an Inti. Ah, I win! I win! Excellent! And then I scored a second Nisei. Things are going well for me right now.
That's a good couple of beginners to score.
Yeah, so one more Nisei left. So those are like combination, the Nisei MK2 agenda in combination with the Nisei Caprice Nisei upgrade is just killer. It's like you finally win the Psy game, and I'm like, yes, I can finally trash stuff, and it turns out to be nope. Alright, so I install a Parasite on the Wall of Thorns.
That's going to be a slow one to grind down until you get the next Suckers opens.
But I kind of want to have multiple tries at the Caprice Nisei in R&D right now.
Yeah.
It's funny, like as a runner, Caprice Nisei seems so incredibly overwhelming to the point that you don't want to run that server anymore because you feel like you're wasting your time. Yeah,
that's particularly if it's got big ice in front of it. It's a really throwing a lot of money, or in your case, having to recur a Deus Ex to have a 1 in 3 chance is pretty harsh.
Yeah, definitely. On the other hand, as a corporation, I felt like I'm not like it's a very risky thing to depend on. Because it can go all wrong if the runner actually tries it, and then you can just you can be in a situation where it just doesn't matter, when they just pick the right amount of credits in the Psy game.
Yeah.
And just run through like it didn't exist.
I do like her in I loved her with Haas and HB, with Harsh and Ash in the same server. Yeah, that's a bit silly.
With Haas? Director Haas?
Yeah, that was my favourite HB deck. You run Director Haas with a Caprice Nisei and Ash in the same server, and it just makes her really hard to steal. And you always have an extra click.
I really think, especially with now in the source, there's going to be this upgrade self-destruction, I think.
Yep.
That will make the executive so playable suddenly, because you can put the executives in the self-destruction server.
Yeah, fake your own death. Why not?
Yeah. Man, like the narrative the Netrunner sometimes creates is amazing. So Rona tries again behind the Snowflake.
Yep.
Let's see how that works. I still have a ton of money there.
Yeah, and he's been spending it.
So if the only breaker I have is Inti, that would be like, in order to get into the Snowflake server, I have to get out the Inti and then advance it twice, strengthen it twice, so that's 4 credits.
And then 1 to break, so 5.
1 to break,
it's not
5 credits, 5 credits to get there. Yeah, no, not really great. I really want to see something like Data Sucker. Running on HQ. Ooh, Yagura. That's Yagura, right?
I think so. Yeah, he's only spent a little bit of money.
Yeah, it's Yagura. So the ability is that it will do 1 net damage, and of course then he can also look at the top card of R&D and put it at the bottom if he wants to.
Yeah.
Weird thing to put on HQ. I get out a Parasite with an SMC.
I suppose if you look at what else he had with the Wall of Thorns and the Snowflake, the Wall of Thorns kind of had to go on R&D, otherwise you were going to win. Yeah, and then Snowflake, you want some hard end run on your remote. Well, it's not hard end the run, but it's end the run at the very least.
But interesting, he had this card on his opening hand, so I think putting it on R&D would have been better. Because
oh, definitely, actually, yeah.
He really needed something on R&D anyway. And and then I see Tsurugi. But yes, like that's always kind of like something that you have to learn. You know, what kind of decks and what kind of identities, which servers need protections depending on what kind of identity you're playing against.
Yeah.
And of course, as when you're building your decks, you can exploit it. You can put like account siphon in your shaper.
Oh yeah, that's part of the. There was a top when siphon recursion in shaper was huge. Where you would just keep. Icing up HQ regard and just accept the turn 1 indexing, but with the Yagura, that was never going to stop a siphon.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Alright, so I ran on that Snowflake server and we did a Psy game, but I lost.
Did you put 2 credits? Oh, you're doing it again?
Yes, you're doing it again. I lose. I win.
Yep.
So I see the card there. It's going to NAPD. Oh yes, it is an NAPD.
And off it goes. I mean, the problem with Snowflake you see there is you can just keep running it and doing 0 and just grind his money down.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the problem with Psy games. The corp needs quite a lot of money to keep it up, and at this point he's down to 4 credits. He can't really afford to be gambling it all away in Psy games.
Yep.
On the other hand, neither do I technically.
Well, I have 9 credits and 2 more coming from Daily Cast next turn. That's a fairly comfortable place to be.
That's true. And of course, I like to pick 0 credits always.
Yep.
Or 0 or 1 credits, so it's like it's very cheap. And if the corp exploits this and sees, oh, he's always picking 0 credits, I'm gonna pick 2 all the time, then they will run out of money quickly, and then I get sure Psy games at some point.
Yep.
Alright, he installs a card in front of our HQ.
Could well be the Tsurugi you just saw.
Could be a Tsurugi probably, yes. And Tsurugi, I hate Tsurugi. It's so difficult to break efficiently.
Well, you're running Parasites though, so if you can get some Data Sucker tokens on the board, it's barely worth resing. Oh, he finally raises the Sundew.
Yeah, I guess he forgot all this time.
Oh,
it was
gosh.
lying around all this time.
I was about to ask what we think that was. Was it a snare or something? But no.
Surprise. Sure gamble.
Yeah, make a big pile of money.
Yeah, I'm monetary-wise I'm doing well, but I don't see any breakers on anything. And don't see any Data Suckers either. I think I saw like a lot of like punishment cards, like Maker's Eye and stuff like that, multi-access stuff, but right now that's really not doing me any good.
No, not at all. It's no clone chips either yet, then otherwise you could just start bringing stuff back.
Yeah. Drawing another card.
Sometimes you just gotta dig.
Yes, I'm certainly digging here. Oh, I discard a
A stim hack.
Stim hack.
That's pretty reasonable, I think. Given you've got a big pile of money, you might meet some nasty net damage at some point. So
yeah, it's again one of those cards that would be really helpful in other contexts. If I have SMC, for example, that would be really great. But right now it's not doing me any good. And of course I have to discard Maker's Eye because it's just not the stuff I need right now. So Rona has some time to set up.
Oh wow, he's trashing the Wall of Thorns when it's still strength 3.
Yeah, it's, I always like to wait out all the parasites.
Oh yeah, and it gives you the option to purge as well if you really want to.
Yeah,
Which if you've got some asset economy going, isn't a bad shout at all. Because you know the money's going to roll in afterwards anyway.
Yeah, and especially like when the ice is so big, you have like all the time in the world, unless of course the runner suddenly plays like a data sucker. But he has all the central servers protected anyway.
Yep.
So there is no fear of me surprise data sucker doing surprise data suckers. Anyways, I'm doing Diesel.
Oh, you finally found some card draw.
Yeah, maybe I will find the thing I was looking for. Maybe as an SMC. Maybe a clone chip, that would be great.
That would be pretty optimal right now, because then you could, regardless of what comes up, either the Deus Ex or the SMC is going to be ready to deal with it.
Thinking things through. Again, I think the first time I'm playing Kate in a tournament. Oh, there's SMC, nice.
Nice.
And another Ice Analyzer.
Very nice. Did you... Oh, of course, they're both free installs, so it doesn't really matter with the Kate discount.
Yeah, sadly the Kate discounts kind of like goes away because I installed the SMC. I want to always install something else before I install SMC.
Yeah.
So I get a discount. But you know, I'm still learning to do how to play Kate properly, and I don't think I really have a choice right now.
No, it's lots of zero cost stuff, and getting the SMC out is important because then you'll get the discount next term when you actually use it.
Rona forgot his
Sundew credits.
Sundew, but yeah, I mean I'm completely fine with him getting them right now.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's funny how he managed to secure R&D so properly with just Caprice Nisei and one piece of ice. It's like I have all those threats on R&D, but I cannot use either of those. I mean, I cannot like Maker's Eye right now because I would go through Caprice Nisei, and there is a good chance that it will just fizzle out.
Yeah.
Oh, the Giraffe's Celebrity Gift. And we see a lot of cards. None of these are agendas.
Oh well, card draw and archive memories, but he's kept one back as well.
Oh, that's true. Yes, he did.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's always the question. Is that some kind of mind game? You know?
I've never. Because if I had an agenda, I'd show it because I've got 5 cards in hand and unrezzed ice. And if you want to come and spend your SMC on whatever's on HQ. I suppose actually you would probably win if you would immediately win if you still anything at this point though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I heard people be like, if they have no agendas, they still don't show one of the cards just to keep the runner guessing.
Well, I suppose to force you to run and check what it is. Yeah.
And then like chance to see that line final card is so low that you might exhaust them and make them run into that ice over and over again.
Oh, wow.
There's a fan
for 9 credits as well. No trickery.
Yeah. Of course, I didn't have any Ice Analyzer credits to make it cheaper, but with Ice Analyzer and Fam is so good. I put the Fam token on that R&D Ice. I want to get in there cheaply.
Yep.
Rona's thinking about rezzing this. If that's a Tsurugi, that's going to be painful.
Yep, or a Komainu. That's probably the worst case scenario.
No, Komainu would be great.
Oh, of course, because Fem bypasses it for 0.
Yeah.
Because of the weirdness of the Fem Komainu interaction.
Yeah, it's odd. All right, so we okay, I have to look up this card. I haven't seen it for quite a while. It's one of those large code gates. Man, Ono Zendai, where are you?
What is it?
I forgot. It's one of the large code kits from Honor and Profit, which nobody uses. That's why I love playing against Rona here. He's just using all those cards that nobody for some reason uses.
Yeah.
There he goes. It's Shiro. It's a 5-strength code gate. Look at the top 3 cards of R&D and arrange them in any order. And the second subroutine is the runner accesses the top card of R&D unless the corp pays 1.
Oh, it's the Big Yagura. Yeah.
It's a Big Yagura, yeah. So great choice for an ice here, but sadly at this point it doesn't really stop me because of course it was femmed. So now I have for 2 credits I get access to his R&D, and then I guess we played a Psy game, right?
Yep. You lost the Psy game that time, I think, but then you went and smashed up the lovely Sundew. The free money train is gone.
Yes, but he has a lot of money right now.
And a fair amount of res dice, I suppose, as well. So, and the Caprice is still it's frustrating having that Caprice out and just...
Yeah. It's Psy games. I mean, he lost some crucial Psy games, like...
the Snowball one, yeah.
He lost 2 agendas due to the Snowball Psy games, but that Caprice is quite resilient.
Yep, she's doing good work there. Alright.
And he pays 1 credit to installs more eyes on R&D. He knows that I will be pressuring R&D a lot, and he wants to make it as expensive as possible. Shiro. I mean, I wonder why people are not playing this. I have strength 5 code gates. It's pretty brutal. Even York doesn't get through it. And 2 subroutines is still incredibly taxing.
I think it's the runner accesses the top card unless it kind of works well in a trap deck, but they tend not to run a lot of ice, I suppose.
That's true. Yeah, it would be. You kind of have to run traps with this, and if you're running traps, you actually don't want to have expensive ice.
Yeah. I mean, with hostile infrastructure, it could actually become really nice, just showing people shocks that they can't afford to trash. Showing someone a snare they can't afford to trash, so you show them off R&D. It does that. I suppose it's an effect, but
it would be good. Yeah. But on the other hand, if you're playing a lot of traps, then why not just playing Kitsune?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, I run on R&D. Oh, a toll booth. What? Toll booth.
Oh, two good fem targets on the same server. That's very nice.
Oh, this is painful. Okay, he gets rid of all his money, but I can't get through here.
Yep.
Like, not with this kind of money. I do have 4 credits on Ice Analyzers, though. But still, like, that's a lot of money. Like, what can I get out to get through here?
What's your code gate breaker?
I don't think I have one. I think this is one of those Kate decks that only uses admin.
Oh. Although an admin at strength... Actually, an admin at strength 5 wouldn't be terrible here, because there's 2 strength 5 pieces of ice.
That's true, yeah.
Back to back. Are you running scavengers to move the fem tokens around?
I do have scavengers in there, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, like femming the toll booth would be probably a good choice there. Rona's thinking this game is getting complex suddenly. He's doing all he can to stop him from losing, and he's doing a good job.
Yep.
I saw that he doesn't have any agendas on his hand. I guess I believe he doesn't have any agendas on his hand.
Yeah, and that one he kept back was a bluff to try and...
Okay, 2 clicks. Another celebrity gift.
Another giraffe. Keeps one back again.
Yeah, I think... we'd see an NAPD.
But now he can afford to res whatever it is on HQ.
Yes, and of course I don't have even the money to steal the NAPD.
Yeah.
I'm looking one more time. Oh, I'm showing for the camera. I wasn't sure if the camera caught everything. And then he gets a credit once more. And around at end of the turn, I SMC.
Yep.
And what will it be? For 2 credits? I'm thinking Parasite? I guess that would have been just 1 credit, right? Because the discount of Kate goes in works in both turns.
And it should have been just 1, because that's why you SMC at the end of their turn and then use it again at the start of yours or on your turn when you want to normally. Got to abuse the discount as much as possible.
Yeah. Interesting. I put it on the Shiro, which I already femmed.
Yeah.
I'm thinking there's going to be a scavenge play to put it on the toll booth at some point.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I suppose you've got time in your favour. You've got 6 points. He's on 0. You can afford to sort of do the slow build on the parasite.
Yeah. On the other hand, I mean, we are half an hour in already, and I want to see the other game.
Oh yeah, that is a point.
So there's always this concern. Scavenging the fan. Ah, yes.
There we go. Oh.
I put the wrong token. I noticed. Yes. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That would have been awkward. All right. And then it's Rona's turn. Maybe I used the scavenge a little bit too early. I should have used it at the when the Shiro's actually trashed.
Yeah.
Because right now Rona knows that this server is vulnerable again.
Yeah.
So he can prepare.
Keep it in hand for when the time comes, and then surprise them with it. Yeah, for an Atman deck, no data suckers, no Atman out yet is a bit of a worry.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not seeing the data sucker. That's the problem.
Yeah. I always feel bad using an SMC to put a data sucker as well. It always feels like a bit of desperation measure.
It's the worst thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially if you get like the discount, so the data sucker itself is actually 0, but you still have to pay 2 for the SMC. Ugh. Yeah. You always feel like the SMC is always like this, emergency thing where you run into an ice you cannot deal with, and then you can put something out.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm not sure. There's one annoying thing about this deck, which I always played this way. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I think the Ice Analyzer credits, you can't use them to set the strength of the admin.
Ooh.
You can only pay for the 3 credits that the admin costs. So that's the only thing that's really annoying about the Ice Analyzer stuff.
Yeah. I suppose Sarasvara would do the same thing though.
Yeah, that's only for installing thing.
Yep.
I would say so. It's not for setting the strength. All right, so Rona installed a card and advanced it twice in that server. I'm thinking this is going to be an APD. Although, if it is, why did he advance it twice?
That is a good point.
Maybe it's not an APD, but maybe that's a future perfect that he just drew into.
Yeah, and realizing that putting it behind some res dice is probably a good idea.
Yeah. So if that's, I guess if that's a future perfect, then I would score it, but there's still a Psygame I have to do it.
Yeah.
And if it's an APD, I don't have the money to score it.
So down goes the SMC.
Yes.
And then do you hit HQ next, I guess? I don't know.
It's the 3rd SMC I have right now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's difficult to say what to do now, right? It's like... Oh, by the way, I think I forgot the Parasite token on my Parasite.
Oh, yes, you did.
Now I remember. It's almost as if I read my own thoughts. Thinking hard about this. Drawing another card.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd end up running last click, and running last click against Jinteki probably
I do run last click!
Oh, you do it! On archives as well.
Yeah. I'm thinking that if he wants to score this through, he wouldn't res it, and... Alright.
Just an interns.
Why did I do this? I don't know.
Maybe trying to get him to res some ice? I don't know.
Yeah.
That would have been a fun time to hit HQ, because he could probably have resed the ice or scored the agenda, but not both.
Yeah. Alright, he scores... it is...
an APD. Well, maybe advance it twice to bluff it as a future perfect.
Maybe. But yeah, like, it wouldn't be really hard. I would have, like, run on a central server and get the credits to score it, and get the credits for the Psy game. He could have exploited the fact that I need 4 credits to get the agenda. I wasn't really a good situation to do this.
No.
He gets a credit.
Yeah. It's always weird having an extra click after scoring an agenda. You don't really know what to do with it.
Well, you could play something like aggressive negotiations.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's playing that card.
No. Very rarely have a click to spare when you score an agenda.
Yeah. Like, there's always like this school of thought that you should score an accelerated beta test with a click to spare.
Yeah.
So if in case there are agendas on archives, you can do something about this.
That's a fair point, yeah.
And I do a dirty laundry on archives. He doesn't res.
Yep.
Where were you last turn?
Yeah, the money
Dirty laundry. Alright, it's my turn is over, and I forgot my token again. No! Oh, he reminds me. Oh, how nice of him.
He's in a bit of a bind now because he's going to have to think about either purging or... There we go, trashing the ice. Yep.
He trashes the ice. Six credits down the drain. Ooh, install something else.
Does anyone play Cyberdex where you live? On your meta?
Cyberdex Trial?
Yeah.
We have one person who puts it in every deck. But otherwise, nobody. I've never seen Cyberdex Trial used against.
Same in London, I've never seen it.
I think now that Chaos and Control comes out, people will love it.
Yeah.
Although, have you seen there is the Cyberdex Suite now?
Ooh, no.
It has been spoiled. It is a resource asset you put in your server, and then you can. I think you trash it to purge tokens.
That's all right.
Yeah, because you don't spend any clicks, so you can do it any turn.
I'd love to see a piece of ice with purge virus counters written on it.
I think there is one. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's gonna be glorious.
Oh man, yeah. There's amazing stuff coming up. All right, I do a run on R&D, and there's Yagura. I cannot do anything about the Yagura, so the Yagura triggers.
Ooh.
So he looks at the top card, and it stays on top. So now I'm like, he does the damage, and realize I have too much cards, but I guess I drew some, and there's Stim Hack.
Yep.
And then it's for me like should I continue even now?
Were you not tempted to SMC out a Atman at 0?
I do continue because I do want him to play the.
Just to try and get Caprice, yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Bash,
and
there
I
we go,
succeed.
victory. And there,
finally,
away she goes. Worth it.
And before I have access, I will SMC out.
Ooh, what do we go for?
Okay, there's counters going left and right. There's probably somebody will point out that I paid too little or too much. And data sack. That's what we were talking about, the painful thing. And there was a Sandu. He kept the Sandu on top. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he expected me to jack out.
Yeah.
And he wanted to have the Sandu, I think.
That was actually a really good run for you, considering you getting rid of the Sandu, getting rid of Caprice.
Yeah, but I really need a solution for the Yagura now, because I cannot score an agenda if it's in place.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, Maker's Eye is a solution.
Yep. I'll just take the net damage, yep, why not? It's only one. And you haven't seen any other traps so far, still on 3 cards. Ooh, that's painful, but...
And he sees 1 card, he can keep it on top, so I will just see 2 new cards. I said I already paid the toll booth, I hope I did. Oh
no! He has to spend the... Oh, that's
that wasn't wise of me.
No.
Yeah, I should have... I mean, if I do the math correctly, then, you know, he only has, I think, 1 Caprice Nisei and everything else needs money.
Yep.
So, yeah, we do them... There's another one.
Oh, wow.
And he always just pays 1 credit because he knows I cannot pay the Psy game. So there was two Future Perfects there.
You know where they are now.
Yeah, I know that he will draw them eventually. So now I just have to prepare and make sure that I can get through either HQ or this external server that he will set up there. And we were both laughing about this because it's just such a ridiculous situation.
That is a bit strange, seeing 2 of them side by side and no credits to play the game.
Yeah. It's like Rona hasn't been really doing so well right now. I mean, about to win, I just need 1 more point. But it seems like the final point here is like the most difficult point to score.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, he installs something in that server. No. and something else. And he gets credits.
Yep. He's going to click for 4.
And I still have the Maker's Eye lying there as a reminder.
Yep.
A memento from that memorable run there. Alright, trashing it now, yes.
Yep.
Getting 3 credits. And running on R&D. Huh. I guess I know that there's going to be
a Future Perfect there.
Future Perfect, and I'm going to play for a Future Perfect now.
Oh, of course, because there's 2 of them. He puts 1 to the bottom, and then you get to see the next one.
Oh, and I get the net damage from Yagura.
Yep, 1 for that, and then
that's going to be an expensive Future Perfect. We're playing this now. This will win or lose the game.
Yep.
Or I guess not lose, but this can win the game. Oh! He wins. Not scoring the Future Perfect. And end of turn, he reses the mental health clinic there.
It's nice that after doing that net damage to you, he lets you have a bigger hand size. It's convenient of him.
It's funny that I just don't happen not to have a solution for the Shiro, and I just run it all the way. And I feel like not the Shiro, the Yagura. And I feel like the fact that it's doing 1 net damage is really, it makes it really powerful.
Yeah, I mean that Desperado would have been super nice. It would have made that running that R&D server incredibly cheap.
Yeah, but you know, the fact that it's doing 1 net damage is like it's net damage from a code gate. So suddenly, especially in those trap decks, you having a Sentry Breaker is not enough to protect yourself from net damage.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot with Merlin, and that card just terrifies people.
Oh, that's horrible. Yeah.
They read it, and they read it again, and then they look at you and go, really? And it's like, yeah, I can do 6 net damage on turn 2 quite comfortably.
Or now barriers can trash programs.
Yes. Oh, that's weirded people out as well, and yeah. I destroyed someone's battering ram with that, actually. They were not pleased.
Oh, I can understand. Alright, so Rona installs a card in front of R&D. He makes R&D secure now.
Yep. I think trashing that whole booth must have been painful, but it kind of had to be done.
Yeah, like it wasn't doing any good. Whew. And there's a card installed in that server. If that's a Caprice Nisei,
it's
it wasn't Caprice Nisei. It was something else.
What could that have been?
Oh man! Oh no!
That's definitely the Future Perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, it has to be, right? I'm thinking what to do now. I do have a little bit of money, but I would have to do the Psy game again. I think it was a mistake not getting the Inti early on.
Yeah.
So I'm running on archives because it's still White Tree. I still have to run on Central Server before I run on, and he doesn't res. What kind of ice is there?
He's only got 5 credits, and he needs at least 2 to play. Well, he needs. You've got 3 clicks, so he needs to be able to play the side game a reasonable number of times.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he will just straight up lose, unfortunately. So.
I swear this Snowflake is the MVP in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, it let me through 2 times, but it just makes the run so unpredictable. All right, I lose.
Yep. And run again, I presume.
1 more time, yes.
Yep.
Let's see about that. Rona's thinking this time around. Lose again!
Oh, wow,
this time,
for the first time you put an actual credit out and he bluffs you. It's glorious.
Yeah. Yeah. Then do it again. 3rd click. Final click. Oh no!
No, that was a really good play from you because of course he gets the bloody mental health clinic money, doesn't he, to score it out?
Yeah, he gets the money so he can score out the Future Perfect.
Painful.
No. Oh gosh.
That Snowflake.
That Snowflake did a good job here. It's not a bad... I mean, it's... You want to break it, and yes, you can break it, but it's kind of like an ice wall, wall of static for 1 credit.
Yeah.
I get out professional contact. So late in the game, but maybe the card draw and the monetary engine will help me prepare my final assault here. And of course, Rona is actually he's in a winning spot right now. He just won 2-point agenda and he wins the game.
Yep.
He doesn't have any money though, and he installs something in extra server and gets 2 credits.
Yep.
Teasing up. Oh, I think I saw an indexing.
Yeah, that looked like one. That's the kind of card that wins games.
Especially now with 2 credits, he cannot rest too much. I'm using professional contacts.
Oh, is that the Inti? There it is.
If I break the Snowflake with an Inti, gosh. One of those games, you know, when you just can't seem to be able to finish. Oh, drawing another. Oh, there was another ice analyzer. And I'm playing the ice analyzer. A little bit late. But I'm guessing it's like, oh, there's a second data socket.
You want a 7-card hand now as well?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna discard a lot of stuff right now. I'm thinking what to discard, I think. Oh no, no, yes, you're right. I have 7, my maximum hand size is 7 right now. I'm exploiting the fact right now. Ooh, another celebrity gift. How many of those have we seen already? That's crazy.
That's all 3 of them now.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he wasn't using archive memories to put them back when he was absolutely flat broke earlier.
Oh, that's true. And we saw he has no agendas on his hand. He just has 2 ice and archive memories.
Yep.
15 minutes left for this entire round.
Oh wow, yeah. This is a long old slog.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there it is. Is that the first one?
And I think it's second.
Second.
As Sure Gamble and a clone chip.
Oh, glorious.
Yes, the first one. Man, if he had like a Project Kronos right now.
Oh yes, I've been hit for 35 before with that, and she wouldn't win, but he'd put you in a very strong position.
Yeah, it's not winning the game, but it's putting with you with 1 foot on the grave. Yeah, clone chip is really good right now. I can recur a lot of stuff. Also, a lot of that things like the Surukis we haven't seen resed yet. Yeah, we saw that he has a toll booth on his hand. Ooh. Ooh, install. Oh, icing up the server. And he gets a credit. Very nice. Now what could that be? Yeah. Does anyone still run Brain Trust out of White Tree? That would be weird. It would be, yeah. But anything is possible with Rona. I mean, he ran a Shiro and a Snowflake. Yep. That's the beauty of non-meta style decks. It's like you play with all of the cards in Netrunner suddenly. Yeah. It could also be a Jackson Howard just to try and tempt you to do it. No, you go for the indexing. Indexing. Forcing him to res that R&D ice. He's thinking about this hard. Ooh, there's a Tsurugi. Oh man, oof. Of course I have the Fem, so 4 credits gets me through. I presume you just parasite it though, don't you? I do parasite it indeed. So you install the parasite, what, for free with the ice analyzer credit? Well, 1 ice analyzer credit, 2 sucker tokens, and... Yeah. That's perfect right now. And I overpay as always, I pay 2 credits instead of 1. And I haven't even gotten the ice analyzer credits. Oh, of course, yeah. It should have been entirely. Yeah, you should have ended up with more than you started with. Yeah. That's the beauty of Ice Analyzer. At some point, like late in the game, when you have all 3 of them out, it's like you just amass those credits. You don't even have a place for them to go. And I don't break the second one, the Yagura. Oh. Well, you can't, because
You've got no icebreaker out for it. That's a
So he sees. I see 5 credits. He puts the 1 card on top, but I see 5 cards now. The problem is now, even if I put an agenda on top, because I can't break Yagura.
Oh no!
I thought I won, but I didn't. I'm thinking about this now. Now we have a mind game.
Yeah, because now we do it. Where do you hide the? Because you know, where do you hide the Nisei?
He lets me do this again. So now it's a mind game. Did I put it on top, or I guess he can find it out. So it's not a mind game. Oh, this is bad. This Yagura, I mean, like each piece of ice here is doing a hell of a job right now. And I'm guessing that's not the agenda.
Yep.
Why did he shouldn't have been able to look at this? Oh yeah, like I'm just not thinking this all the way through, because I run again and he looks at it and it stays there and it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's not just going to go away.
Yeah, I did a huge mistake there, and just at this point I'm just giving up.
Are you running legwork at all?
You might be.
Because forcing him to draw it, then legworking him with 3 credits would be quite funny.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, obviously you'd have to have it in hand.
Man, I'm embarrassed about this play. That wasn't a very smart play. This Yagura is causing a lot of trouble. It's getting out another clone chip.
Oh, now you can trash the Yagura finally.
Yeah, but now of course he knows that the next card is going to be the agenda.
Yep.
He draws the agenda now. No, he draws the card now that I put on top. And now he thinks about. He knows that there's an agenda on top.
Yep.
He knows I can probably trash the Yagura with a clone chip, so he has to draw the agenda. What will Rona do? Oh, he ices up R&D. Whew.
Wow. Credit.
What? He doesn't draw the agenda. Wow.
Well, presumably he must know that second piece of ice is something you can't break. But that's a huge risk.
Whew. Interesting. So we know there might be an agenda on top of R&D. In T.
Yep.
And running. Snowflake.
Oh, 5 credits to break with the inti.
I do have data suckers, though.
Of course, you're the data suckers, yeah.
I can use one of those, but no, I can use all of them.
Use all of them, yeah.
But I actually don't use the data suckers. I actually use 5 credits to break it.
Oh no. Yeah, two sucker tokens and a credit.
It doesn't matter now, because now I can parasite the Yagura.
Yep. And
for the Isonizer credits.
Yep. And so he can't pull it off the top. And
it is the winning agenda.
Boom, there we go. What a slog.
Weird play from both of us at the end here.
Yeah.
But I finally squeeze out the final agenda here. Wow. That was a long game and a quite unusual game, wasn't it?
That really was, yeah. Very, very snowball. Who
would have thought, right?
Yep. Well,
yeah,
Snowflake even, yeah.
Yes, it's weirdly effective here. And again, Shiro also like very interesting man here. And of course I fainted, so we weren't able to see it in action, but I think also quite effective card that should see more play.
Yep.
And of course Isonizer on my side, something that a lot of people should consider. I think it's very good, especially late game. It really provides you with a lot of economy. After a lot of ice has been rest, you can pay for it with the money. Mm-hmm.
I mean, particularly with the new lovely shaper cards that are coming out, the breaker that you install and say what its type is that's coming out.
Chameleon.
Chameleon, combined with Savoir Faire.
Oh man, there's so beautiful cards coming out, especially in the next data pack. Also, at this point when we're recording, this next data pack is going to be the Source, and that's going to be have this weird breaker that breaks code gates and barriers, I think.
Yep.
What, Mage something? Was it Mage or
Sage? I think it is.
Sage, yes, Sage. I'm looking forward to that one because that maybe would also allow like a very compact breaker suite in Shaper.
Yeah.
Yes. So Eady, tell me something about your podcast.
Ooh, what would you? I don't don't know what to say about it. It's a podcast.
For people who don't know you, why should they watch you? What is about it?
We do it. It's every 2 weeks. We try and mix it up a bit. We try and keep it more. We stopped doing straight deck reviews. We do and we're British, and we people seem to like that. I don't know why.
It's people love the British. Maybe it's the accent.
I think it's the accent.
Yeah. And the humor, certainly.
We're a bit. We're not that serious. We like to win, but we do like to crack a joke as well.
Yes, definitely. Where can people find you?
We're at Run Last Click on Twitter. It's runlastclick.blogspot.com. And you can even email us at runlastclick@gmail.com as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
We do like to hear from people as well, which is always nice.
Yes, yes. And you guys are really excellent. I really enjoy your podcast a lot. And I would recommend to all of you out there who haven't listened to Run Last Click, check it out. I think it's a very, very nice podcast. Very, very well worth listening to.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Once we get our recording set up, we will try and have remote guests as well.
Oh, that's what I'm looking forward to that one. All right, Eady. So we're going to end this, I think, at this point. So thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. It's been fantastic fun.
Oh, yes. Are you familiar with the movie Hackers?
I've seen it a long time ago.
Do you remember the tagline of that movie? You know, the thing that they always say in a movie?
Oh, no.
It's Hack the Planet!
Hack the Planet! Shut up and get in the car!
Hack the planet!
Oh, and one more thing. The excellent people from the German website Netrunner's HQ and the German podcast Meta Arena have provided us with some excellent prizes to distribute among our listeners. And we thought, instead of distributing the prizes among, for example, the comments on our own videos, we decided it would be even better if we started a hashtag to promote Netrunner among those people who aren't playing Netrunner yet. So we encourage you to use the hashtag #GetNetrunner to promote Netrunner among people who aren't playing Netrunner yet. You can post them videos that you like, or funny things that you like, or generally just talk about how awesome Netrunner is. And if you're lucky, we will randomly select posts, and you will get a chance to get a data pack, the Up and Over data pack, or the big expansion, the Honor and Profit expansion in German. So again, the hashtag is #GetNetrunner, and you can use it on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. And we will randomly pick a post after this series is over, after this tournament over, which is going to be the 8th video from this series. So go out there and hack the planet.